All right, everybody, welcome back. We are jumping right into another deep dives.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be looking at Min-hyuk.
Okay.
So he is a young
player.
Korean footballer.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got some articles about his recent loan move
Okay.
from Tottenham Hotspur to Queen's Park Rangers.
Right.
And we're
side?
gonna be kind of unpacking what this all means.
Uh-huh.
So, he had this really impressive K-League debut.
Oh, yeah.
12 goals,
Huge.
6 assists, young player of the year.
That's unusual, right?
I mean, that's not your average rookie season.
No, not at all. I mean, those are some really exceptional numbers, especially for a player of his age in that league. That's something that gets you noticed.
Yeah, and then he gets this big move right to Tottenham Hotspur.
Yep.
Signs a long-term contract, through 2030.
Wow.
So they're showing real belief in him.
It seems so. Yeah.
But here's the plot twist.
Mm.
He hasn't played a single game.
I know.
For the first team.
What happened?
So I don't really understand what happened there.
Well, it sounds like Tottenham's new manager just doesn't think he's quite ready for the Premier League, and Tottenham are having a tough season. It's a bad time to bring in a young player who's unproven.
So that brings us to this loan.
Yeah.
To Queen's Park Rangers.
Okay.
QPR. Can you, for those of us who don't really follow the championship,
sure.
What is that league like?
It's a step down from the Premier League for sure.
Okay.
But it's still very competitive.
Okay.
Some Korean fans out there might remember QPR from when Park Ji-sung played there way back when. But it's a really tough league. Really physical.
Okay.
Lots of games.
Okay.
And QPR, actually, they really need to boost their attack.
Mm-hmm.
So Yang should get a chance.
He should have a good opportunity to play, which is good because
he wants to.
He's, I want to consistently play. I'm ready.
He did say that.
But he also hasn't played a match since November.
I know.
So is he really ready?
Well, that's the thing. You can be ready mentally, but you got to get back in shape. It takes time to get that match fitness, that sharpness, being able to last a full 90 minutes.
Exactly.
So that'll be interesting to watch.
And we were looking at some scouting reports, and one of them gave him an 8.8.
All right.
Called him world-class potential.
Wow.
And even compared him to Bayern Munich's Mathis-Tel.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So that's a big name,
Big name, big young player.
Yeah, it's like the next big thing, supposedly.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, an 8.8? And when you see these scouting reports, what does that actually tell us?
Yeah, an 8.8. That's a really strong score. That means that the scouts are seeing a lot of potential in him.
Okay.
They're looking at him and thinking, okay, this guy could be a top-level player.
Yeah.
It's not just about the goals and assists. They're looking at his technical skills, his tactical awareness, his physical attributes, his mentality, the whole package.
Wow.
And the comparison to Tel, that's a big deal,
Yeah.
Tel is already making waves at Bayern Munich, so that shows you the kind of company that they think he could be in.
Wow. So he has all this potential, but can he actually translate that into success at QPR,
right?
And then make it back to Tottenham,
right? Well, that's the challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the jump from the K-League to the Premier League is huge.
Right.
It's a different world in terms of the speed of play, the physicality, the tactical sophistication.
Right.
So the championship can be a good stepping stone. A lot of players have used it that way. I mean, you look at guys like Jamie Vardy, Harry Kane. They both spent time in the championship, honing their skills before they became Premier League stars.
Okay, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
But,
but it's not
a guarantee.
Right.
Some players, they go on loan and they never quite make it back. They kind of bounce around different clubs or they end up, going back to a smaller league.
Yeah.
So it's a real test for him.
And some fans are saying that this loan is a sign that Tottenham have kind of given up on him.
I mean, I can see why they'd say that.
Yeah.
I mean, loan moves, they can be a good thing, but they can also be a way for clubs to kind of park players that they're not fully convinced about.
Right.
So, only time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, he's got his first chance to prove himself as early as February 2nd.
Oh, wow. Coming up.
Against Millwall.
Yeah, big game. So what do you think? Is this a make or break moment for him?
I mean, it's a chance to make a statement, that's for sure.
Okay.
If he can come out and play well against Millwall,
Yeah.
show that he can handle the championship.
Yeah.
That will send a message to Tottenham that, he's serious about fighting for his place.
Okay, so Yang Min-hyuk,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of potential.
Tons.
This loan move
Yeah.
is going to be really interesting
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on him.
to watch.
Yeah.
It's a high-stakes situation.
Definitely high stakes.
And I think it'll be fascinating to see how it all plays out.
Yeah. It's a good reminder that talent isn't everything.
It's not.
It takes resilience, it takes adaptability,
Yeah.
it takes, being able to seize your opportunities
That's true.
when they come.
So for all of you listening out there,
Yeah.
what do you think it takes
Yeah.
for a young player to overcome these sorts of challenges
Yeah.
and make it, to the top?
Yeah. What does it take to reach that top level?
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. That is all the time we have for this deep dive.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.